David Luiz. Hector Bellerin. Torreira. Hector Bellerin. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And he's there to cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Lille have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Plays it out to the flank. Yazigi. Gets on, goes for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
For Pastathopoulos. Arsenal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Memphis Depay. Forward it goes. Gets the better of his man. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Hoists it forward. Has gone out. Oh, good steal, he just read it. A real chance to break. Hector Bellerin. Kolasinac. Torreira. Oh. Hector Bellerin. Mesut Ozil. And Aubameyang! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin plays it forward. Mesut Ozil. And the ball is out of play. Renato Sanchez. Socrates does well to read it, and the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And it's Lacazette. Aubameyang. That's gone a long way up and away.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Memphis Depay. Lacazette. Kolasinac. Aubameyang hits one! It's in!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player.
Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Arsenal take the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Yazici. Yazici. And help's available out wide. Socrates with the clearance. Battles to win it back. Oh, real danger here. And he's surging through. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it would take something pretty special to beat the keeper from this far out. Decent hit from there. Yazici. He's got away. Position.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Mesut Ozil. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's got options out wide. Keeps everyone guessing. Lille are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Kolasinac gets it back.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He'll hit it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Lille making consecutive changes here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And the counter is on. Quick glance and the shot! They've done it! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant set-up and finish.
Arsenal get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Plays it over to the other flank. Renato Sanchez. More than happy to take the muscular approach. It's Aubameyang. David Luiz. Luiz spreads it towards the left. And here's Depay. And here's Aubameyang. Just brushed off the ball there. Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's played forward. Yazigi provides an outlet. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way. And that's that. Well, that's the way to launch the campaign. Now they can look ahead with confidence and comfort. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, pressure can quickly build on you if a positive result isn't achieved in your opening group match. Instead, they can take great confidence now from a very good victory and look ahead with real belief.
Well, hello to everyone and welcome as you join us for the second of these group stage games. Competition only a couple of match days old, but there have been already plenty of talking points, much for us to scrutinise over the course of a fortnight or so. Winners on day one, no doubt now looking to cement their place in the latter stages as quickly as possible. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. Arsenal had the perfect opening day, now they look to press on.
Well, Peter, I think they have every reason to go after another 3 points here. They pretty much set their stall out in the first match, so why back off now? It's not the time to compromise. They have the belief, and they must stick to what they're good at, I feel. Last time around we were saying, start as you mean to go on. So, no deserting instincts, thanks.
We have already started here. De Jong looking to get on the end of this. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Memphis Depay. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's Ozil. Tries to stroke it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Ziyech. De Jong. Tadic. Ajax are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hoists it forward. And it's Kolasinac. And here's Depay. Memphis Depay. Looking for in. Kolasinac. It's got through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. And a header! Fence has got rid of that. Gets good distance on it. Arsenal get it back again. Kolasinac drives forward with purpose. He slid it through. Turns and goes back. It's Ozil! That's a half-decent try.
Mesut Ozil clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
Guendouzi gets it back. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van de Beek. Guendouzi battles to win it back. Mesut Ozil, can he get through? Ozil tries to head towards goal. And he's there to clear it. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
De Jong. And help's available out wide. Gets the better of his man. De Jong. So who's he picking out? Kolasinac. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Ziyech. And they've been... He's tried one! And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline. Converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Kolasinac looking to run onto it. Up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Well positioned to make that interception. Gendouzi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Huntelaar, and it's Tadic. Shoots! And here's going for goal! And the ball's come out! And the defence can get it clear. Aubameyang. Just brushed off the ball there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Going through. Memphis Depay has a pop! Gets wrestled off the ball. Aubameyang. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Top save! That shot was travelling. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Ozil plays it short. And here's Ozil. It's come loose. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's been taken. Shapes to shoot! Huntelaar. Kolasinac is being picked on here.
Yeah, and it's about time they woke up to the main threat. He had licence to deliver pretty much unchecked.
Memphis Depay. Oh, it's Memphis Depay. Oh, nice touch. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Ozil goes short. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Torreira.
Out to the right. And the finish! He scored! And late in the day, a telling moment. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Arsenal are making a change now.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Kolasinac plays it forward. There are a few waiting for it. Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Ceballos. Time added on, 4 minutes. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And that has been cleared. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And now the breakaway. Van der Beek. Van der Beek gets it out to the wing. And here's Aubameyang. He's off on a marauding run. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. Memphis Depay with a real chance here. Memphis Depay! Kolasinac has a pop! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Two up and very... And there goes the final whistle. So they have their win, they had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the results followed inevitably. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
There's a solidity about them.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. The Bayern fans singing their songs. This indeed is a super club in so many ways. We have already started here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Coutinho. He's a real magician with a wand of a right foot. His control is brilliant, and he can pick out a through pass with the very best in the...
Has a pop!
Mesut Ozil weighed up the options and picked the wrong one.
Done very well to intervene. And it's Gnabry. Gnabry has a look inside the box. Hector Bellerin. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Lewandowski has been caught there, it's a foul.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mesut Ozil tries to pick out a teammate, and he's cut it out. Goretzka. He's had that put on a plate. Goretzka. And it's Coutinho. Has a hit! He's left his man. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Schüller. Gnabry. No goals as yet. Aubameyang.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Lewandowski, Perisic. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Mesut Ozil. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's played forward. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Guendouzi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Good strong hand by the keeper. Ozil goes short. And it's and Aubameyang! Ozil with the short one. Philippe Coutinho. Alaba. Bayern Munich going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Schuller plays it forward. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. For Pastathopoulos. Hector Bellerin. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Alaba trying to get there. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So there was the first half.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. Torreira has given away a free kick. Thiago. Goretzka. Perisic. Gorgeous control there. Hector Bellerin battles to win it back. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Goes for goal! Alaba gets it away. It's Ozil. Ozil clips one through. Cleared away. Guendouzi. Up to meet it! It's in! Just to pick me up the whole game needs! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Bayern Munich can make their change now with a break in play. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Coutinho. Kimmich. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Kolasinac. What are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Memphis Depay. Shapes to shoot! Alaba. Hoists it forward. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Now it's Ozil. And it's Kolasinac. Torreira.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And here's Ozil. Caught offside that time.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Arsenal are making a change now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Memphis Depay with a delicate ball. Now it's Lacazette. Lacazette plays it backwards. Real chance! In it goes! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here, because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Bayern Munich are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Arsenal could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Javi Martinez. Schüller. Alaba. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Kolasinac goes looking, gets away from his opponent. Nicely measured pass. Lacazette. And he's there to clear. Goes for it! And that is that. Arsenal did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Arsenal will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
Well, there is a real sense of expectation here. It verges, in fact, on quiet confidence. There should be little doubt that they are favourites to make it through. After all, a point is all that is needed, but it is a job that still needs to be done. Excitement, expectation, but not quite certainty. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. Arsenal lining up with a look of total focus, their eyes fixed on the ultimate prize that lies well beyond these group stages.
Yeah, on a night when a point will suffice, they have to take to the field, Peter, with a mindset to win. Everything else will then take care of itself until the draw is made for the round of 16. They cannot allow a muddled mindset.
That's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves. He's also very reliable under the high ball or when he's dealing with crosses, and I'd expect the whole defence to play with a bit more assurance with him in place.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Well positioned to make that interception.
Torreira.
Mesut Ozil. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Well weighted. Going through. It's Memphis Depay! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hector Bellerin has it in a wide position, so what next? Kimmich. Coman desperately wants to get on the end of this. Alaba tries to get it forward quickly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. David Luiz. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And the weighted pass. David Luiz. Luiz drives it forward. Hoists it forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mesut Ozil. Tolisso is the guilty party there.
Torreira.
And it's Kolasinac. Memphis Depay. Mesut Ozil. Look at the defender bombing forward. He's gone for it! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Memphis Depay plays it short. Memphis Depay, he's had a go! Clears it out of harm's way. And it's Hector Bellerin. Bellerin delivers. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Tolisso. Thiago. Looks to dink one in. Leno catches it safely. Kolasinac.
Torreira.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So there was the first half.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Arsenal clearly...
Memphis Depay! A real chance and a real let-off.
Arsenal are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Tolisso. Hernandez. Alaba goes looking. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Guendouzi. And it's Coutinho. He's got through. That has sent him sprawling. It's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. And he's buried it! 1-0. Oh, dispatched with certainty.
Well, the keeper probably felt he could read that, but he's guessed completely wrongly. It's gone to the other side.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Coleman.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Ball's out on the left now. Aubameyang. Coleman. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal are now matching their opponents blow for blow, despite the scoreline. No shrinking violets out there.
It's Memphis Depay! Hector Bellerin. Bellerin delivers. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Memphis Depay.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's through, it's one-on-one. Tries a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Lewandowski has reacted in utter shock here. For him, The keeper has pulled off the impossible.
So here comes a substitution. Chance! And that would have won it.
Tolisso was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Hector Bellerin. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
And here's Aubameyang. Goes for goal! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Tolisso. And it's played forward. Thiago. It's off target and by quite a way. Philippe Coutinho. Tolisso. Goretzka. Tolisso. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Lacazette for Pastathopoulos. Hits one!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from...
Welcome everybody to our continued live coverage of these group stages. We have for you a game of great consequence. The group's taking shape nicely now, and we're already seeing who is likely to make the knockout rounds. Are we to see another statistic here, or somehow fight themselves out of a nasty predicament, avoid defeat and keep their hopes alive? It is time to focus, get on with the job and see what transpires both here and indeed elsewhere. The Emirates awash with red and white, a sea of Arsenal, just as you would anticipate. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders. Gets himself into great positions and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Yazici has been caught there, it's a foul. Jose Font. Yazici. A really good feat. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
It's Memphis Depay! Hector Bellerin drives forward with purpose. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. The challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay, he's on a run down the left wing. Forward it goes. Kolasinac gets into the right position to intercept. Memphis Depay. He's had a look. Goes for goal! And he's found the net! The breakthrough strike! Well, he was never going to miss from there. Such to aim at.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Arsenal take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Deftly done. And he's there to clear it. Ozil with the short one. Mesut Ozil hits one! And that would have been some goal.
Mesut Ozil just might have got a little ahead of himself then. Maybe he had too much thinking time.
Across the field it goes.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Torreira plays it forward. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Torreira.
Driving on, he could shoot here. That intervention was very necessary. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, the ball's come... Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that score.
Has a pop! There's a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. We have to credit the pass to pick him out.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. In with a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get...
Hector Bellerin. And here's Ozil. Oh, sweet feet. Gets wrestled off the ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Lille going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. That's great strength on the ball. Chance to cross, towering header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Lille might just feel they're onto something here, despite not putting that away, you know.
Corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Hector Bell. He's had a go!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
Chance! Has a hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And it's played forward. And here's Depay. Oh, nice touch. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And the weighted pass.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Attempts to play it through. Chance! Goal! Nil! And the comeback is complete.
Lille are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through, wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
It has got through to real chance! Oh, it's there! Arsenal are level. Jim, your thoughts?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And help's available out wide. Cross deflect for a corner. They've played it short. Xhaka opts to play it back. And it's Hector. He's had a shot! And there goes the final whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points gone either way. Arsenal emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already, and that of course is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. Well, this is the scene inside the 54,000 all-seater Johan Cruyff Arena, decked out in that hugely familiar livery of the club that the great man himself, Cruyff, represented. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Mesut Ozil can add the decisive edge, I would think. Close control and ability to slip the runners through is a real feature of his game, not to mention his dribbling skills and that superb left foot of his.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Has a pop! And Mesut Ozil. Memphis Depay. It's a good foot in there. Is the shot on? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mesut Ozil. Tries a shot! It's there! Arsenal take the lead.
Arsenal are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Arsenal have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity, and look as though they...
And Huntelaar! Oh, that's a toe save from the keeper.
Huntelaar sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
He's looked long this time. Oh, good interception.
Torreira.
Hector Bellerin looking to get on the end of this. And it's Aubameyang. Tadic.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. Tadic! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Kolasinac. And here's Huntelaar. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Guendouzi gets it back.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Ajax can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. He's picked Aubameyang! And he's there to make a great save.
Aubameyang simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.